Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in any part of the world. If you're new here, a big welcome to you. And if you're also a returning subscriber, a very big welcome to you too. Thank you for subscribing. My name is Linda Teke, for those who don't know me. And on this channel, I talk about my journey with cancer. I was diagnosed with cancer, triple negative invasive ductal carcinoma, which is also called triple negative breast cancer, in January of 2023, and I've been battling with it on since then until now. Today, I'm going to talk about my journey after my bilateral salpingo oophorectomy surgery that I had about 28 days ago. Exactly 28 days ago. By this time, I was in the hospital going through the motions to get my surgery. And yes, I posted a video about the surgery, but I've not posted about the aftermath of the surgery. So that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. During the surgery, my surgeon went in with 3 incisions. One was for the camera to see what was going to be happening in my tummy, and then I'm sure the other 2 maybe were for the equipment to take off my ovaries. And you might be wondering why, if you've not been following my story, you might be wondering why I had to go through this surgery. You know, my other videos, I've mentioned that when they were investigating my my case, my cancer, or the cancer, God forbid, the cancer, when they were investigating it, they decided to do a genetic testing for me. And the result from that test came out to say that I was positive for the BRCA gene, which is also called breast cancer gene. And for anybody that has the breast cancer gene, the likelihood of getting breast cancer and ovarian cancer are very high. And for ovarian cancer, there is no tests to detect it right now. So it's often detected while it's you're in the end stages of life, that basically you're dying by the time they find out that you have ovarian cancer. So since I've already dealt with breast cancer, I was asked to come and take off my ovaries and my fallopian tubes to prevent a further spread of cancer. So that is why I had this particular surgery. So back to the gist. So my surgeon went in, and I have 3 incisions on the left part of my stomach. And after the surgery, I was taken to the recovery room. And I was the last person to leave the recovery room, basically, because my pain, I could not just leave my eyes open, keep my eyes open. I was in pain. I could not sit up. They were giving me different medications to see which one I would tolerate. And they had to see whether I would be able to ease myself and all of those other little things I needed to do, to take a walk to the bathroom, ease myself before they could discharge me. But some way, somehow, the pain was so much. I was groggy. I could not keep my eyes open. So they had to monitor me for a longer period of time, which is what made me to be the last person to be discharged that night. So when we got home, when my husband and I got home, the kids, my darling boys, they helped me to like walk upstairs and go and like help me to get into bed, because everything was painful, even if I was very highly medicated. And then my husband rushed off to the drugstore to get me my pain medication, because we came back to the house late and they were about to close. So the boys, it was basically like division of labor. My boys take mommy to her room, make sure she's in her bed, and then husband go to the store and go and get my pain medication. Pain medication I was given was hydromorphone, or is it hydromorphine, which is like morphine, and what was it called, Tylenol and Advil. I also take the hydromorphine every 4 hours. So it was making me to be groggy, sleepy. It may help me to sleep and not have to deal with so much pain. So for that, I was very, very grateful. So the first 4 days after that surgery were basically all about being medicated and sleeping. I remember my first son feeding me. I think it was Yam he fed me. I don't even remember now. I remember him feeding me, I remember my husband feeding me. I remember that I had guests that came to come and see me in the house, but it was all a blur. It was just full of, it was blurry, but I'm also very grateful to the people that came around, even if I did not even know what I was saying. So anything I said to you when I was down and under, please, I cannot be taken to court because of it. I will deny you, because I did not even know what I was saying. I just knew that you were there. So this is me saying a very huge thank you to Nilaifa and her husband Peter, Mr. and Mrs. Benny Ball, Mr. Moses, Mr. and Mrs. Moya, Madam Franca and her husband. I knew you were there, but I don't know what I said, so please don't take me to court. If not, you're going to lose. I'm going to just deny that I said it. Then, one of the worst surprises after the surgery was the intense gas and bloating. My stomach was as if they pumped a whole canister of gas in my stomach. It was very big. It was very heavy. It was very uncomfortable. I was burping. I was farting. It was a lot. My stomach was very heavy. If I had to stand up, I'll be using my left hand to support my stomach. So I don't know why that is, but I think it's because of the gas they use. Because during the surgery, before my surgery, I was told that we were going to use gas to inflate my abdomen so that they could see all my organs very clearly. I think the gas is called carbon dioxide. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. I'm not a medical professional. But what I did not expect was that the gas would linger for so long. So the gas was in my stomach for over a week. My stomach was heavy and distended and painful, and it was just a whole lot going on. I was also very constipated. And then I think that feeling of heaviness came from the pelvic washing that they did, because there's something that they told me that they would do called pelvic washing, which is where they will rinse my pelvic cavity to reduce any infection risk and detect any abnormal cells. So I don't know what they used to do the pelvic washing, but I know that it certainly causes lingering soreness and bloating, which is what happened to me. So I was very uncomfortable, like I said, for at least 1 week. My stomach was heavy. It was painful. There was a lot of gas in my stomach, but well, I did not have any choice than to deal with it. Then I was also dealing with constipation. For that, I was taking a lot of fruit juice and Restoral laxative fiber medication. You put it inside water, you drink it, and then it helps to go soften your stool. So why I'm saying all these things in all the detail is so that if you ever go through this kind of surgery, or if you have someone that wants to go through this kind of surgery, you know what to expect, or you know what you might experience. These experiences might not really be for everybody. So it took me about 3 days before I could finally have a shower. And then after having my shower, I began to feel a bit better. But they had warned me that I could not have any like baths. You know, there's a difference between the shower and the bath. Bath is the bathtub. You sit down, you soak, like you have a nice time with your wine and all those things. Self-care. I do that sometimes when I want to feel like I'm looking after myself, my self-care era. So I could not have a bath, but I could have a shower. So that's what I did after 3 days. I could not have a bath for about 2 weeks. But even up till now, I've not had a bath. But I'm still scared since I still have those sutures, and they still hurt on the outside a little bit, not as much as on the inside. Then another thing they told me to do was what I was dreading the most, which was the walking. They told me to take small like short walks. But because of the pain I was in, I was bent over. I could not do so much. So what I will do was to for every time, I'll wait until my bladder is very full. Then for every time that I have to stand up from my bed, after I finish using the bathroom, then that's when I will now manage to take a walk from my room to my kids' room and back. I'll do about 2 or 3 times, as much as my strength could carry me excuse me, in those first few days, and then I'll go back to bed. The reason why I waited until whenever I got up from my bed to ease to ease myself or to use the loo was because it was extremely painful to even change my position on my bed. Talk more of standing up from my bed and then take it, like coming down and taking walks. Then also sitting down on the loo was painful, standing up. So I just wanted all that painful, like that painful time, that painful experience, however short or long it was, to be at once. So I'll wait until I was pressed before I went to the bathroom to use it, and then did my walks so that I could prevent a clot, because they said that if I don't walk around, so that the clot does not develop and go to, is it my brain or my heart or something like that. Like I said, I'm not a medical professional. So standing down, standing up, standing up, lying down, sitting, anything I did really that had to do with moving my legs, bending, anything has to do with my pelvic muscles and moving my legs, especially my left leg, because the sutures are on the left side of my stomach, were very, very painful. About my diet after surgery, I was not watching my diet really. The only thing that my husband brought to me, I ate. But what he made sure he did for me was to make sure that I drink fruit juice, like freshly squeezed juices. So you squeeze the juice and bring it with my food. And sometimes even when I'm not eating, he'll just bring juice for me. And then the juice, I only told him that he should try and ensure that there's turmeric inside, because turmeric helps with inflammation. My sister, Tina, she was busy hammering it in my ears. You must take turmeric. You must take fresh turmeric after your surgery. I said, I know, I've already bought it. But she just will not allow me. So who am I to disobey doctor's orders? So I was taking my turmeric in my juices, and basically everything I was doing was to help with my inflammation, because after the third day I stopped taking morphine. I stopped taking Tylenol like every 4 hours. I stopped taking my Advil. I would just take it maybe when I wanted to sleep in the night, so at least I could try to sleep, so that I don't become dependent on those medications, because especially the morphine can be addictive. So knowing that, so I just stopped. So I decided to deal with the pain and also look for other natural avenues to deal with the pain. And one of the natural avenues that I used to deal with the pain was taking turmeric to help to reduce the inflammation and thereby reducing my pain. So and that thing was, I felt physically weak. I just had a major surgery, so I felt like physically weak, and then everything took so much effort. The pain was not gone, and then I've just been taking it one day at a time, really. So when it was time to resume work after 3 weeks, I had to go see the doctor to like for a checkup and give me the go ahead. And after seeing me and like examining me, and he noticed that I was still in pain, and he was asking me if I was sure I could resume work. I said yes, I could resume work, because nothing is wrong with me. Mentally, I'm okay. Everything is fine. It's just the pain. But I would prefer to work from home, at least for now, until my pain level is okay, because I commute. So I cannot be driving to the train station and walking into it and maybe standing or being shaken when the train is turning or like stops for that train to go past it. So I could not do that. It would only basically delay my recovery. Plus I was told I could not lift anything heavy, and my laptop is pretty heavy because of the kind of job that I do. So after explaining everything to him, he gave me a letter to give to my organization and tell them that I was going to be working from home throughout this month of November until I was very okay to resume my in-office activities, or my in-office or my commuting activities. So what I would say here is, if you're going through anything, try to be your own advocate. You have to advocate for yourself. If not, no one will advocate for you. It's as simple as that. There's no one that's going to advocate for you. If I did not advocate for myself, who knows, I would have been at the office by now. I would have been jumping up and down. I would have been in pain. Then in the night, I'll be crying. I will not be myself. And I have my kids to look after. My husband has returned back to work. You know, he has not moved fully yet to Canada. So I had to think about myself, my health, and advocate for myself. So advocacy basically means speaking up for yourself. If you don't advocate for yourself in the medical system, yeah, you might not get some certain things that you need to get. So enough of my advice. So moving on. So the effect of this bilateral salpingo oophorectomy is that the minute they took off my ovaries and my fallopian tubes, it puts me in surgical menopause. Yes. So I'm now in menopause. So I'm post-menopausal right now, because anything after menopause, you're basically post-menopausal. So I'm post-menopausal right now, and what that means to me, or what that means and the effect it has on me, is the fact that I have night sweats. I have hot flashes. Night sweats basically means I might be sleeping in the night, and all of a sudden I'm hot, I'm sweaty. And then when I say, okay, let me stand up and maybe like position the fan on myself some more so that the sweat can dissipate, I start feeling very, very cold. So those are the effects that it's having on me. Hot flashes, which is just a wave of heat that goes right from your head to your shoulder. You just all of a sudden feel hot without, you're not doing anything, you're not exerting yourself, you're not doing any physical exercise, you're not, maybe I'm just sitting down in this spot and I'll just have that hot flash around my body. And then what else? Then another thing has been very chronic insomnia. So I'm unable to sleep. My eyes are shining like I drank coffee, and I hardly ever drink coffee. I might drink coffee once a month, as if I even drink in a month. So it seems like I have like I am a chronic coffee drinker, like a chronic energy drink person. I don't even take energy drinks. So my eyes will be shining non-stop. I'm unable to sleep, which in turn makes me to have low energy levels during the day, which in turn makes me to be cranky or tired during the day. So it's just a lot. And then finally, migraines. The migraines would not just stop. I think once every day I have a migraine. So today that I'm feeling good, I said, oh, Linda, record this video today, because I've been having it. It's been on my to-do list for some time, but I've just not been okay. So today I feel a little bit good. Here I am. I'm recording and sharing my experience, so that if you're going through it, or you know someone that is going through it, you can share the videos. Who knows, they might at least know what to expect when it's their when their surgery day comes. So it's been a very long, painful, but it has also been a transformative journey for me. Yeah, there has been good transformation, there has been bad transformation, but well, like I said, it's a transformative journey for me. And I'm beyond grateful to everyone who has reached out to me and has supported me. And then, I've forgotten her name, I met her in church on Sunday, herself and her husband that saw me, and they said a short prayer for me. I thank you very much. God bless you. I don't take your prayers for granted. Like, either you see me on the road and just say, hi, Linda. Oh, I'm so sorry about what you're going through and all of that. I will never take it for granted, because you might as well have ignored me. You did not have to stop or pray with me or share some words of encouragement. So I will forever, ever, 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 ever be appreciative of it. So thank you very much to you and your husband for your prayers, and the people that have called me. Onyeka, thank you for sending me pepper soup. Like, people that have just brought things to me, thank you. Like, throughout this journey since last year, people have been there for me. So thank you very much. You have made me not to feel alone when I'm fighting for my life. You have made me to know that, oh, community beats everything else. You know, I might not be the wealthiest person, but I know that I am loved because people showed up and showed out for me. So a massive thank you goes to my husband, who drops everything every time to come and look after me and the kids. Yeah, you might say, yeah, it's his job. We took the oath in our vows said in sickness and in health. Yes, I agree that our vows said that, but there are men that also did not keep to their vows. We see these stories everywhere. We see doctors and nurses saying this thing all the time, that many women are abandoned when they are ill. But my own husband always shows up and shows out. So I thank him. I'm very, very, very grateful. Sweet, I'm very, very grateful for you. Thank you very much. And then to my boys, I'm putting this video out here because one day you might watch it. To my boys, my Brian, my Special, my Shane, my owner, my Nathan, my white chocolate, you are the best parts of me. That you have to go through all of this with me at your very young age, seeing your mother go through so much pain, so much challenges, so much turmoil. I don't know what it has done to you, you know, but I know that God gave me the best kids. You are the best parts of me. You have been so brave, you have been so amazing, and I am extremely proud that God used me as the vessel to bring you into this world and to nurture your lives. So I say thank you again to my boys. I say thank you to everybody who has watched, who has subscribed, who has shared, who has commented, who has liked, who has basically supported me in one way or the other, who has sent me DMs, who have sent me things. I'm thankful to all of you. Without you, I don't know where I would have been. And then lastly, I will say to people that are going through the same thing. Some people have sent me DMs. I've spoken to a few of you. But for some people, I've not been able to speak with you. And that's because I'm also going through my own stuff. Now that I'm trying to get back into everything, definitely I'll begin to respond to DMs again. But what I will tell you is that if you're going through this, if you're going through a similar experience, please know that you're not alone. Know that you're not alone. There's nothing to be shy about. There's nothing to feel like, yes, you can be sad about it, but there's nothing to be shy about or to be ashamed of. You did not cause it for yourself. So know that you're not alone. And then feel free to share your journey. Feel free to reach out. Feel free to DM me. Feel free to even send me your number. Whenever I'm free, I'll call you and talk to you about it and listen to you. But sometimes all we want is that extra ears to listen. So thank you so much to everybody. And then if you found this video helpful, if you found it informative, if you found it shareable, please comment, share, and subscribe. More videos will be coming up as I have the energy for it. And with time, I will now be back on social media like I've been in the past. Thank you very much for watching, and God bless you. Bye-bye.